I'm 50 years of age, had 2 divorces and a business failure, and had nothing. But at least I was working. I saved $500 a month, and in 3 years I accumulated $18,000. Well, obviously that doesn't buy anything in real estate. So with 2 other people, we gathered together, saved up enough money for a down payment on a triplex. That's how I got started. At this point, I'm 77 years of age. I'm a full-time landlord. This is my retirement. Costs of everything from trash hauling to utilities goes up continually. As a good example, when I bought the first property in Burbank, we were paying all the utilities and it ran about $78 per unit. I calculated all of our utilities, and 2 years ago it was $278 a unit. I can't adjust rents to match the rising costs. We needed to replace the roof on one of the properties, and I had to put it off. That meant water was still leaking into 2 of the apartments. If housing is controlled and there are rent caps, what it means is I can't keep up with the rising costs. And at some point in time, I'd have to sell the property to some entity that has deep pockets. The relationship I have with my tenants is extraordinary. Through the entire pandemic, 100% of my tenants paid 100% of their rent. Why? Because we have a good relationship. I take care of them. I had another tenant use her security deposit for rent, and every month she puts a little bit back. Rent control would make it more difficult to take care of the tenants. So the reality is I'm not greedy. I'm bringing people up. Every single one of my tenants gets a copy of my book on how to handle money effectively, so that not only can they pay rent, they can save up money and ultimately buy a home if they choose. One of the things I'd like the City Council to understand when I'm acting as a housing provider is that I am taking care of the housing problems that are existing. I'm taking care of the tenants. They're getting rent that's reasonable. If I get driven out of business, all that will happen is a corporation will come in to buy the property, and they don't care about the tenants. Instead of rent control, why not just help? It's cheaper to help the tenant pay the rent. The impact I think that'll happen in Burbank, if the small housing providers are pushed out, it will become a place that people will not want to be living anymore.